At the start of it, my dog's barking. Ooh, can't go this way. Gotta go this way. Rocky, what's happening, baby? Doggy. 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 Okay, today we are making air fried potatoes. The first step is to get out a couple of potatoes. My potatoes are super small. Let me show you. Super tiny potatoes. This is my hand. These are potatoes. Super small. So I've already started cutting one. You want to cut off all the edges. You don't have to wash them. A lot of people ask me, why don't you wash them? We do that later, or at least I do. It's my recipe. So yeah, basically you want to trim off. If you have a peeler, that may make your life easier. I'm gonna see if you can see my cutting board. Oh, okay, this is unfortunate. Hang on. Oh, I had it for a second. Ooh, I can do this. I can do it. Yes. No. Yay. So, you want to cut it like this. Into thin, like, little strips. Oh, you can see that angle from the knife. That's perfect. You want them to be pretty thin, because the thinner they are, the quicker they'll cook. And then you can set these like strips aside. And then you want to trim the next one. This one, I'll go through the whole process. I mean, obviously I need to sharpen these knives, but it's fine. All the trimmings I like to keep off my cutting board, just on the counter over there, it's fine. And then what I like to do is I like to angle the blade. That way I get the most amount of skin off, but not that much, like, of the meat off. Okay, this time I did it very unsuccessfully, because this is what it looks like, which means I have to make another cut, which means I have to get rid of more of the meat, which you don't want. That's exactly what you don't want. So, yeah, I just got finished with my violin live stream, and now I am doing my potato live stream. So yeah, you have to cut off all the skin. Hi everyone. So I am making, the comments are just blowing up right now. I am making air fried potatoes. It said that in the title. Yeah, so obviously I'm just like cutting them up. You want each of your strips to look something like this. And I have 4 potatoes because they're really, really tiny, as I said earlier. But yeah, I hope you guys like love this video. Another potato. You want to cut off all the edges. If you have a peeler, I said this earlier, but potato peelers are like, they're useful. And a lot of them also, if the potatoes are like growing stuff on them, potato peelers have a setting to like cut them off. Quick question, if you were 2-inch and you... Bro. I'm reading some of the comments and now I wish I didn't. But yeah, you want to get rid of all the skin pretty quickly. It shouldn't take too long because the part you want to spend the most time on is actually the cooking process. It's going to take about 15 minutes if you make them the way I do. Super thin. So you want to cut the, here. You want to cut it super duper thin. Like as thin as possible. if you can get it more thin than me, congrats, you're a better chef. Like, yeah. So cut them super thin, and then we're gonna cut them more in a second. I'm just finishing my last couple potatoes. Obviously, don't cut yourself. I am a boy. Yes, there is a lot of starch there. Whoever said that Anandu, I definitely pronounced that wrong. Yes, there is a lot of starch. This potato's weirdly shaped. I'm gonna go put it back. Okay. So yes, there is a ton of starch here. A lot of people are saying, yeah, I'm a boy, for one. For two, a lot of people are saying, what am I making? Just air fried potatoes. So they're not actually French fries, as you can tell. Look, I'm just cutting them up into small pieces. This is like one piece. And they're very, very tiny, and they're going to be thin, so they cook really, really fast. So you just kind of got to cut each of these. You can cut them individually or in like stacks of 2 or 3. But anyway, they're super duper fun to make. So I hope you guys try to recreate this dish. Okay, sorry I pronounced it wrong. Another person saying, what are you making? I think it's just the same person though. Yeah, it's the same person. But I'll answer it again, because why not? Air fried potatoes. They're these little like cube looking thingies. Super fun to make. I am kind of saying the same things, but I'll start on with the next part now, because I'm losing cutting board space. When you start to run out of cutting board space, you want to grab a bowl. 1 second, everybody. Here's my bowl. And then you want to go fill it with water. So whoever said, yeah, I do love cooking. It does taste like French fries. It's like little it's like little bits of French fries. So I'm gonna go fill this up with water. You guys can come with me to the sink. Oh, yeah. Just fill it up with water. Then I'm putting it on my cutting board. You don't have to. Okay. And then this is how I get rid of the starch. My day is going pretty well. I just did a live stream before this where I played some violin. So yes, my favorite hobbies are cooking, baking, and violin. What's my favorite thing to cook? Honestly, this. The only reason I got an air fryer is just like to cook these potatoes. And you can see this water is already so starchy. I am making air fried potatoes. And before you ask, they are not French fries. Recipe. So just however many, like, it's kind of like however many potatoes you have. And then you want to soak them, obviously. Like, once you cut them up, you want to skin them, and then cut them up the same way I am right now. And then you want to wash them with water in a minute or two. Once we get everything, like, washed, we can dry. That's the biggest chef I saw. I'm 10, I can't cook. Oh. Honestly, anyone can cook. When I was, like, 8, I couldn't cook anything, but I wanted to cook. So I just kept on, like, trying. And eventually my dishes started coming out good. I started with baking. Baking is easier. Baking is like, I mean, obviously there's more techniques that I'm learning, but baking is a good place to start if you want to start cooking. If you want to start to cook, baking is like a great first point. So I have all them cut. I want to just soak them. Then we're going to go back over to the sink area. So you have to like mix them around a little bit, you know, like get all the starch out. And you can see this water. This is all starch. It's crazy. I'm gonna go like wash off my hands before I touch my phone. Okay, so now I can touch my phone. And so what I'm doing now is I'm going over to the sink. And then basically I'm straining. So strain that water. I'm using my hands to strain. You can use a colander, whatever you got. And then what I like to, sorry guys. What I like to do is I lay out 2 paper towels. You can dry your hands on them. And then put all the potatoes on the paper towels. Spread them out. Because obviously you don't want wet potatoes going into the air fryer. So spread them out on here. And this is where it kind of gets like good. So what I like to do now is I let my air fryer heat up. Boom, plug it in. So my air fryer looks something like this. I turn it up to 400. And I heat it up for about 5 minutes. And then I just click start. Boom. Now we're heating up. Woo! Okay, here we go. So now get another paper towel and just press down on the potatoes. So all the starch, or at least enough of it, should be gone. And then with that same paper towel, I clean this bowl because I want to reuse it. I call these like my okay, I don't know what I call them, but they're like super easy potatoes. All you need is a cutting board, a knife, a bowl, and some paper towels to make them. So they're super duper easy. And if you're like learning how to cook, these are great. So I'm getting them back in the bowl. Boom. Let's get. You don't want to lose any because obviously. So now is the part where if you want to know this recipe, this is where you're going to come in the video. Ooh, let me just. So if you want the recipe, go to 1250 in the video, which is right now, for those who want to check. Ooh. So this is my air fryer. It's right here. And I can't set up my phone for my life. This is the recipe, guys. Obviously potatoes, water, oil is a big part of the recipe. You don't use that much though. They're not like actually fried, it's air fried. So you need some oil, but a lot of oil is not necessary for this. And then just salt and pepper. It's that easy. So I've always gone a little heavy on salt. Some people don't like that, and that's completely fine. It's salt and pepper to taste, which if you don't know what that means, is basically just however much you want. And so I've already put in salt. Now it's time to put in pepper. However much you think you need a little more because it cooks off. So yes, some of the salt and pepper, the seasonings, I'm sure everyone's heard of this, they cook off, which means basically the seasonings, like, they don't have as much flavor and they don't, like, you don't taste them as much. So they're these little pieces. Super cool. They'll cook fast. Sorry to bring you guys with me. My hand has oil all over it. You want to massage it, kind of. My hands now have oil all over them. I'm gonna go wash my hands. Get some with. Boom. So washing my hands. And then all be with you guys for the cooking process and stuff. Obviously, yeah, so I'm just washing my hands. This is the process of being a cook. There are some boring parts. The reason I'm cooking with you guys today is because when I'm cooking, like for people or with people, it's so much like more fun for me, and I hope for you guys it's gonna be super fun time. So it still has 1 minute on it, but that's okay. I'm just gonna pause it and then take it out. It's super hot. You don't want to touch it. So I'm just gonna pour in these. And then spread them around. Hear that sizzle. That sounds great. That sizzle sounds amazing. And then you want to set it to 400. And then 15. Ooh, there's a few more. Gotta get every last one. 15 minutes at 400. Then start it. So now the cooking process has begun. Echo. Set a timer for 7.5 minutes.
7 minutes and 30 seconds.
So 7.5 minutes is halfway through, which is where you want to re-season some. So yes, you do season it twice. Again, just salt and pepper. And sometimes I like to put garlic salt or garlic powder. It just gives it a little extra like garlic flavor. But what I do now is I bring over my trash can. If you were earlier in the video, you would see this, which is where I cut the potatoes and skin them. So, let me set it up right here. Now, I just want to get all these potatoes in the trash. Because we're not using these, and I'll never end up using them. So, get all these in the trash, and then I can bring the trash back. Yeah. So what I like to do is some people clean up as they go. I like to clean up once it's in the oven. And again, it's so much more fun to clean up when you guys are here. So these potatoes take like 15 minutes prep and then about 15 minutes to cook, which means 30 minutes in total. So now, my dog. Oh, that's my hand. Yay. Okay, but yeah. Yeah, so they're cooking. Got another 13 minutes, 10 seconds left. And comment down below, what do you guys want to see me make? I'll do it like tomorrow or the next day. So keep checking, making sure. And I will post these live videos afterwards. So even if you missed the live, you can still join late or just like, yeah, or just watch it after. They're always going to be up on my channel, the guys, and it has 6 Z's instead of an S. And another question I get sometimes is, how did I pick this channel name? I wanted it to have to do with the guys. Because before, it was me and my friends' channel. Like, it was mine, but it was, like, all my videos had to do with me and at least one of my friends. So, the channel name, The Guys, was always going to be it. But how did I come up with 6 Z's? Is because I want it to be different. And that sounds a little, like, awkward, but it's true. I want it to be different. So instead of putting, like, an S, I put a Z. And then I'm like, what if I just multiply these Z's? Because there was already The Guys with a Z. So I just, like, how many Z's can I put before it's, like, no one's going to notice? And it turns out it's 6. And for the 2 people who just joined the stream, we are making the air fried potatoes. There is 11.5 minutes left. If you'd like, you can go back to earlier in the stream where I actually like cut and skin those potatoes if you want the recipe. This is the full recipe, so like I'm not gonna add anything on in secret. This is a live video. You guys have seen everything. And I hope this video is super entertaining. Again, 15 minutes, to prep, 15 minutes to cook. And yeah, so I'll go through the process with you again, just like to make sure anyone who didn't know like knows. And also I'm trying to stall time because there's still 11 minutes left. Oh wait, hang on. 11 minutes left. So I'm trying to stall time some. But yes, you want to skin the potatoes. If you have a potato peeler, that's great. If you don't, you could just cut around the edges like I did. I did it the hard way, I know, even though I do have a peeler. And then you want to wash them off. This is a very important step that a lot of chefs I've seen don't do, and it affects like the starchiness and the crispiness of the dish. So it actually does. It affects it. I can't speak. But yes, you fill a bowl with water and then you dunk potatoes. So there's only one person on the stream. If you want me to talk about anything, please put it in the chat. But yes. So you want to wash the potatoes and then, oh my god, and then strain them, pat them dry. Like, yeah, so you want to strain them, pat them dry, use like paper towels, clean out the bowl. And then you can reuse that bowl over here. So I call these my most simple potato dish because literally all you need is a cutting board, a bowl, paper towels, and obviously a knife. So yeah, once you season them, I like to massage the things in, and then you're done. You just preheat them. Make sure you preheat to 400 for 5 minutes, and then yes, you do this. So hope you guys like have had fun this video. Obviously it's not done. Obviously I'm gonna give you like a rating and stuff so that you guys can make it. Yeah, so I hope all your days have been going well. I'm just gonna scroll through all of the comments. So someone named Muhammad Ali said hi. Someone's name is Pepperoni, and he just said needs more pepperoni. What you're trying to make? There's a lot of starch there. Okay. So yeah, I hope like this has been such a nice video. I think that we're gonna have to check the potatoes in a second. So they'll be all almost ready. 40 seconds left to check them. But there's actually 30 seconds left on the air fryer, and we're gonna go by the air fryer. Yeah, so super cool, guys. I hope y'all have loved this, and I hope that you guys make it for yourself. If anyone else watches this video, I recommend that you go back to the start if you want the full recipe. I did explain it like a couple minutes ago, but I hope that you guys go back to the start and actually make this recipe. If you make this recipe, please, 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 please tag me. Oh, the timer is done. Echo, dismiss. Yes, please tag me if you film it. I really hope that you guys do such a nice job, and I'm sure you will. So, here's what I'm looking at. Boom, golden goodness. I like to toss. Just toss them for a minute. Put it back in. There's still 7 minutes left. So obviously, it depends on how thin you cut the potatoes and how how wide they are, how tall they are, how thin or thick they are. It really all depends. It really all depends on that. The cooking time, mine, I don't have that good knife skills, so mine are usually like I try to get them thin, but they're usually pretty thick. it's bad, I know, but yeah. So yes, they're usually thick. What was the other thing? I was gonna say something else. Okay. But yeah, they're supposed to be thin. So it really just depends on how you guys do it. But please tag me. Tell me how long it takes. And yeah, I think that's about it. So until the cooking process is over, I will be with my dog. Hello, Rocky. This is Rocky, my dog. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on. Whoa. I'm gonna plug this in the portable charger. My dad's also down here. So yeah. Okay. We get some potatoes.
I'm running the same way.
Okay.
Drinks and stuff for gathering. I'll be back.
Okay.
Right, we wanted the same way.
No, I think I'm right. I think I'm good.
Chicken or anything you want for dinner?
Maybe like some noodle bowls.
Huh?
Some of the noodle bowls.
What?
The noodle bowls.
Oh, which kind?
Any kind except like the soup bowls and the peanut one. Just anything that says noodle bowl, and that's not peanut. Okay. Hey guys, back. Just a little conversation with my dad before he leaves. But yeah. So what was I doing? Oh, I was going through some of the comments from earlier. Oh my god, this comment is so weird. I don't even want to say it. Where's the meat? Some of these comments are like the weirdest things ever. But some of them, like, there's a lot of starch there. That's a really like good comment. And like, it may not sound good, but that was when I was cutting potatoes, and potatoes have a ton of starch. So that comment basically like summed up why you have to wash it and then dry it. So I'm gonna like take this as a little like get to know me session. For the 2 people watching right now, this is a little get to know me session. So I'm not gonna say my name, but my age, I'm 13. Obviously I love to cook, but I also love to bake. 2 things that I've really liked. What else do you need to know about me? I play the violin. I did a violin live stream before this. Please check it out. I have no clue if it actually posted yet. So yeah, I did a violin stream before this. Please go check it out. It may post later in the day, which is why I tell people, like, get on this live stream now. Because if you don't get on it now, if you say, like, oh, I'll just watch it after, you can, but you have to wait about, like, at least an hour or 2 for it to actually, like, upload. And it like, if you've ever actually tried to be a YouTuber, you know how long it takes for a video to upload. One time it took me, like, 3 days. I clicked the, like 3 days since I clicked the upload button, which is, like, crazy. Like, YouTube needs to fix that. It's just, like, annoying. So if your favorite YouTubers, like, don't post in a while, that may just be what happened to them. 1 minute and 30 seconds left on these wonderful potatoes. Woo! So there's not many viewers now, but at the peak, there were a ton of views. I'm really happy with this like series. I said this would take about 30 minutes. There's a minute left and we just hit 30 minutes, which is really cool. So yes, they take about half an hour to make. Again, I've said this so many times, but please tag me if you make these. I actually just want to see people make them. It's really cool, like, to see other people make the things that you like to make. And if you have any more recipes for me, tag me. Don't tag me with, like, someone else's video. Tag me with your video. Your cooking. I want to see other people's baking and cooking. It's so interesting to see what my followers like. I've already, like, watched one. And if you tag me in one of your own videos, I will subscribe. I will like the video. I'll comment. Like, I sound like one of those big YouTubers, but I want everyone to know that I'm not. I like being a small YouTuber better than a big YouTuber. Because I can't make these types of, like, one-on-one promises. Like, currently, there's one person watching this, so it's a one-on... Oh, my God. Oh. I was in the middle of saying something meaningful, but there's potatoes on the line. Woo! These things look so good. Some people have said they look burnt. But no, they're just crispy. And then what I like to do is I grab a fork and then scrape off, like, all the little chunks from my air fryer of the potato. And there's, like, gonna be more that you can't get, but that's, like, fine. If there's some that you just can't get, then congrats, you did it right. There's always gonna be some you can't get to unless you take out the bottom part. That's at least how mine works. But yes, here we are. The final product. I'm gonna get you guys set up before I try it. Also, because they're really freaking hot. Okay. Oh my God, I just, like, burned my hand. Ow. Here we go. Hang on, I'm gonna get my phone really close. That we can hear the crunch. This is one piece. That's the crunch. That's why they look kind of burnt. But the crunch you get sounds like this. Thank you guys for watching this video with me and spending so much time with me. If you were on my other live stream, thank you so much for supporting me. All right, goodbye.